Sunday of the third week of Lent. Identify. Come, O sons, listen to me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. Psalm 34, verse 11. During the second week of Lent, we focused primarily on Jesus preaching the parable of the Good Samaritan. We imagined Mary standing by, watching her son teach and paying particular attention to the sufferings of those who were listening to him. We continue our journey today in Luke 15, where Jesus is again teaching a large crowd. Let us imagine the scene. Jesus is walking on the road to Jerusalem at the head of a large crowd. You are walking with the people alongside the Blessed Mother. Soon Jesus pauses by a vast space, large enough for thousands to gather. The people begin to murmur, instinctively realizing that something will happen soon. The massive group settles down, happy to rest and waiting eagerly for whatever Jesus is about to say. You and Mary sit down too. As Jesus beholds the massive crowd that has gathered to listen to him, he sees much more than we see. Jesus sees their past, their mistakes, and their shame. He beholds their sins, their aches, and pains. He knows their longings and their deepest desires. As you sit with Mary, you are attentive to her while she seems especially attentive to her son. Then Mary glances to the 12 apostles. She seems to sense that there is much happening in their hearts. She knows that they are honored to be part of Jesus' inner circle, the ones called to follow in Jesus' footsteps. But she can also see that they are struggling to understand fully who her son is and what he has come to accomplish. Mary also looks at Jesus' 70 other disciples. These followers have left much behind so that they can learn from him. Mary sees their goodness and their potential. She sees their longing as they wait for Jesus to begin today's teaching. Mary then shifts her attention to the scribes and Pharisees. They know the scriptures better than anyone. However, they seem unable to reconcile what they know of the law with the mercy and compassion of God that Jesus embodies and teaches. Now Mary casts her gaze on those at the edge of the crowd, the tax collectors and sinners. They have heard many things about Jesus. Some have come because they are simply curious. Others have come because they seek healing or personal deliverance. Thousands have gathered to hear Jesus, and you and Mary observe them all. This year, at this stage in your life, which group do you identify with the most? Why do you identify with that group? What is in your heart as you sit with Mary and survey the crowd? For your prayer. Spend an additional 15 minutes today in prayer. As you reflect on the different groups of people who were listening to Jesus' teaching, consider which group you identify with most right now. The apostles, the scribes and Pharisees, Jesus' other disciples, the outcasts and sinners. Share your thoughts with Jesus. What words stood out to you as you prayed. Enjoy your prayer.